जय दुर्गे दुर्गति परिहारिणी, जय दुर्गे दुर्गति परिहारिणी, जय दुर्गे दुर्गति परिहारिणी, शुंभ विदारिणी माता भवानी, जय दुर्गे दुर्गति परिहारिणी, जय दुर्गे दुर्गति परिहारिणी, शुंभ विदारिणी माता भवानी, जय दुर्गे दुर्गति परिहारिणी, जय दुर्गे दुर्गति परिहारिणी। आदिशक्ति पर ब्रह्म स्वरूपिणी, आदिशक्ति पर ब्रह्म स्वरूपिणी, आदिशक्ति पर ब्रह्म स्वरूपिणी, जगत जननी चहु वेद बखानी, जगत जननी चहु वेद बखानी, जय दुर्गे दुर्गति परिहारिणी, जय दुर्गे दुर्गति परिहारिणी, जय दुर्गे दुर्गति परिहारिणी, शुंभ विदारिणी माता भवानी, जय दुर्गे दुर्गति परिहारिणी, जय दुर्गे दुर्गति परिहारिणी। ब्रह्मा शिव हरि अर्चन कीनो, ब्रह्मा शिव हरि अर्चन कीनो, ध्यान धरत सुर नर मुनि ज्ञानी, ध्यान धरत सुर नर मुनि ज्ञानी, जय दुर्गे दुर्गति परिहारिणी, जय दुर्गे दुर्गति परिहारिणी, जय दुर्गे दुर्गति परिहारिणी, शुंभ विदारिणी माता भवानी, जय दुर्गे दुर्गति परिहारिणी, जय दुर्गे दुर्गति परिहारिणी। अष्टभुजा कर खड्ग विराजे, अष्टभुजा कर खड्ग विराजे, अष्टभुजा कर खड्ग विराजे, सिंह सवार सकल वरदानी, सिंह सवार सकल वरदानी, जय दुर्गे दुर्गति परिहारिणी, जय दुर्गे दुर्गति परिहारिणी, शुंभ विदारिणी माता भवानी, जय दुर्गे दुर्गति परिहारिणी, जय दुर्गे दुर्गति परिहारिणी। ब्रह्मानंद करो महारानी, भव भय नाश करो महारानी। जय दुर्गे दुर्गति परिहारिणी, जय दुर्गे दुर्गति परिहारिणी। शुंभ विदारिणी मात भवानी, जय दुर्गे दुर्गति परिहारिणी, जय दुर्गे दुर्गति परिहारिणी।
Dear brothers and sisters, in this day after the Navaratri Puja, the 7th day, let's collectively, with the energy of the puja and a conscious collective, global and cosmic mind and consciousness, let's do a collective namaskar, as if all the yogis of the whole world were doing a namaskar to Shri Mataji under her form as Shri Durga, a complete form as Shri Durga. Let's do a namaskar from our heart. Let our spirit bow to the Devi. Namaskar Kundalini.
मैया तेरे चरणों की, मैया तेरे चरणों की, यदि धूल जो मिल जाए, सच कहता हूँ निर्मल माँ, सच कहता हूँ निर्मल माँ, तकदीर बदल जाए, मैया तेरे चरणों की, मैया तेरे चरणों की, यदि धूल जो मिल जाए, सच कहता हूँ निर्मल माँ, सच कहता हूँ निर्मल माँ, तकदीर बदल जाए, मैया तेरे चरणों की। ये मन बड़ा चंचल है, कैसे तेरा ध्यान करूं, ये मन बड़ा चंचल है, कैसे तेरा ध्यान करूं। हाँ, ये मन बड़ा चंचल है, कैसे तेरा ध्यान करूं, जितना इसे समझाऊं, जितना इसे बहलाऊं, उतना ही मचल जाए, मैया तेरे चरणों की, मैया तेरे चरणों की।
Children. Sees them in such joyous mood with their families, their children nicely settled down. It's very satisfying to see you all so much in joy and complete oneness with the divine. One has to realize only one thing, that though you are many, Still, compared to the population of this world, we are very few who really know the true knowledge, the real knowledge. You are the people who are knowledgeable, no doubt, but also knowledge which is not being adorned with truth or which is not the true knowledge has no meaning. All that vanishes into thin air because it is artificial. By your Kundalini awakening, you all have achieved that state where we can say, you know what is the real knowledge is. But think of the people who do not know what knowledge is. We take, for example, we say that our knowledge is nothing but love. But one should understand the discrimination. The knowledge that is love within you is just emitting out from your being. You don't have to assert, you don't have to think, you don't have to read some sort of poetry or go into some romantic mood. Just pure love, which emits, and this is the knowledge also. How you have to relate it is this way. The knowledge that you have about yourself is evident, is absolutely expressed on your fingertips, and about others also. You know about others and about yourself. This is the greatest subtle knowledge you have. No one knows like that. Apart from you people, no one knows about themselves or about others. So this knowledge that has come to you, which is extremely subtle, extremely secretive, absolutely secret. If you know about somebody, you know. Others do not know that you know about them. And so this knowledge that you have got is nothing but love. It's very difficult to make knowledge and love put together because our idea of knowledge is very different. What we read from the books, how can you love from the books? What love means our attachments. To us, in ignorance, we get attached to people, to children, to family, to things. By getting attachment, it is proved that we do not have the knowledge. If you have the knowledge, then all attachments should just drop out and you should become a global personality, a drop in the ocean. For example, we are attached to many things like we are attached to our family. Something happens in the family, we get very disturbed. We can't bear it. If anything happens to our children, we think horrible, it's just the whole world is falling on you. Then from family you move on. You are attached to your friends, to your neighbors. You are also attached to your country. Attachment to your country is also not knowledge. Once you are a realized soul, you just start seeing your country clearly. What wrong it has got, what ignorance it has got, in what darkness it exists, and in what way it is quarreling, fighting for rights and things. But with the knowledge that you have within yourself, you see it so clearly what is the problem of your country. Then you try to improve that through your love. Means the power of your knowledge is love. If you have all the knowledge within you, and if you are just sitting at home and meditating, it is no meaning. What you have to go is to go about, tell people. You have to meet other people, your friends, your family, and other relations about your knowledge. If you cannot go do that, then your knowledge is not with love. It's such a connection between the two. You feel like telling everybody that you've got your realization. You feel like telling everyone that you are a realized soul. But in that you feel that you are expressing your ego. All right? By some other way, some other methods, you can express to them that you have the true knowledge. When you have the false knowledge, you can get ego. You can think that I know so much, I know about this, I know the color of the carpets, all the shades, everything. Any stupid thing, if you know, you think that you are very great. That's the sign of stupidity in your head also, that you think this is very great to know. Now we have discovered that through all kinds of acquiring knowledge in the whole world, what we have achieved? Nothing. There are wars going on. There's all kinds of destructions coming in. I saw in the television this George, it's a whirlwind which is going round and is killing so many people, is destroying so many people without understanding what he's doing. But he's there and he's acting very well. So, is it that he doesn't understand? Or is it that he understands and that he's doing something just to correct people? This also we should have full idea. Like yesterday, when I came here, it was raining heavily. And then I sat down and suddenly it stopped. Stopped till the whole program was over. Till I spoke, it was not working. But suddenly when you started clapping, also it started clapping. That's what it was. So even the nature knows who you are. But you must know the nature. This is the point. Nature will act according to what your level of spirituality is. Surprisingly, I always felt that there cannot be levels of spirituality. I felt that once you get realization, you are there. But later on discovered I was wrong. It is not so. Even after getting realization, I found people had so many obstructions in rising. There were so many temptations which were keeping them down. So one had to work out on different chakras, different nadis, somehow or other to make you perfect. Because the perfection within only will give you the authority to use this knowledge. There are, as I told you, two ways of doing it. The other day I told you that you should not react. It's human nature to react. It's absolutely human. But if you have to become superhuman, you should not react. By not reacting, you will grow. Definitely you will grow. But if you react, then you cannot grow. Because you are working under the pressure of other things that is not yourself. Now supposing, as I said, I see these carpets, I know the color and this and that, and I react to it, finished. I will not have any sense of judgment if I react to it. But if I don't react, then I'll know whether these carpets have got vibrations or not. Are they emitting vibrations or not? Now what are these vibrations? That is the love. So the communication is like this. If you have the light, you can see things. So when you see things, the light is there, and light gives you the perception, gives you the vision to see things. In the same way, when you are enlightened, what happens? That these vibrations start flowing, just like the light. And in that light, you can see things which are good and which are bad. But sometimes we put the same parameters as human beings do. Like you go to some house, a very nice house, very good house. All these things make you very happy. But actually, what about that house? Is it having good vibrations or it's having bad vibration? Is it worth living there or not? Like the other day they told me they can get a very nice place in Milan, little beyond Milan, on rent, very cheap. I said, why is it so cheap? Immediately I felt the vibrations of the place. I said, did you go and see the vibrations of that place? They went and saw it was all burning. Then they found out that there was a Scientology there for years together. I said, that's not the place where you can live. You have to have a very pure place. Even a hut of a poor man would be better than this comfortable so-called place. So one has to use the vibrations all the time to understand everything that you are doing. In that also it can be misleading. Some people feel vibrations and they tell me, Mother, I felt the vibrations and I felt I should marry this man. I said, you did feel the vibrations? Yes? Yes, I did, very much. And I must marry this man. And when I see the man, I see the booth in him. I said, my God, what sort of vibration this lady has felt about. So in your judgment, what is there? There's no pure knowledge. So see how connected they are. Vibrations, which is love. And also the other thing which you have to have is the knowledge, the pure knowledge, the true knowledge. We can say that pure knowledge and true knowledge is like the energy, like electricity. And the way you feel it, the way you understand it, it exists, that is love. People don't understand also what is the love is. They get mad after someone and say that, Mother, I think that I'm in love with that person. And after 5 days they'll come and say, Mother, no, I won't have anything to do with that person. Why? Because you have not got the pure knowledge. You did not feel the pure knowledge in that person through your vibrations. Now see how connected it is. Like we can say the sun and the sunlight. What is the difference between the two? Sun is there, when sun comes, there is sunlight. So what is the difference? Or we can say the moon and the moonlight. What is the difference? There is no difference in these two things. One is the moon and another is the light. So all these things are very, very confusing, that we don't understand how confused we are about it, and we don't understand how our vibrations can mislead us. Because vibrations are there, all right, but sometimes even if they are missing, just to justify yourself, you will say, we have vibration. And we feel that it's very good, excellent. And later on, you will discover that it's not so. So, even now, when we are realized souls, we should know what is encompassing us, which is around us. What is that which makes us feel that it's all right, it is good, we should have it. Once we start understanding that vibrations of pure knowledge are of a very different nature, then you are not attached to that person, you are not attached to that family, you are not attached to that country, nothing. But what you feel is the pure vibrations coming to you. This is the point which is very confusing. When you say, my vibrations are good, I like those vibrations, and while you jump into the ocean of filth. Many people have asked me, Mother, why is it sometimes we make mistakes? You do not make mistakes. It's your ignorance which is darkness. And that's why whenever you plunge into it, you fall into trouble. So to understand that our knowledge has to be completely clear. Like in our house, supposing we have a lamp, it's dirty, you cannot get the light. In the same way, if our heart is not clean, especially our heart, if it is not clean, then we start doing things believing that is right, by which we hurt ourselves or others. It's a very, very common error in human nature to identify wrong things as right and just to make themselves look such a great, such a divine thing. As I told you now, there are people who want to say divide the country. Simple reason they want to divide. Now they want to divide because they want to have importance. The few people who want their importance will instigate others, tell them, all right, we must have freedom. If we have freedom, we'll have this country for ourselves. Then we can develop ourselves. Or a part of the country which is richer, which is better off, they will think that it's all right, we'll have all the money to ourselves, we'll have everything to ourselves. So they divide. They can divide in the name of religion, in the name of prosperity, whatever it is. But if you divide the country, actually you are facing a big problem. Because you have seen that wherever people divide, they fall into a kind of a dark, dark dungeon from where they cannot come out. It's just a few people whose ego is that they want to have some land as their own, but they die. Not only die, some of them are murdered. And like that, all that idea that we'll have this possession of the land goes away. So in the same way, we can see on smaller things also. In smaller things also, we are very much identified that if I have this thing, then everything will be fine. You cannot understand how people just jump at things and say, oh, mother, this is ours, we must do this for ourselves, openly. They don't think it's wrong to say that this is my country, I must do for my country. Then another says that this is my country, I must do for my country. As long as there is this my and I, that means there is no knowledge. The knowledge, as I told you, pure knowledge, is that which gives you a pure light. Pure light means pure vibrations. Now vibrations can be misleading, as I told you, or could be the quantity of vibrations can be less or more. But it's another way to see. Is to see for yourself, why do you want to do a particular thing? Mental also you can use parameter of mental understanding. Why do I want to do it? What is the gain for all the people? If you start thinking from that angle, that what is the gain for others? What will they gain by this? Why should I do it? You'll be amazed. You'll get the real picture of what you're doing. So you must keep yourself all the time in a state where you witness yourself. You see yourself that why am I doing this? What is the purpose? Sometimes it could be some conditioning, could be some sort of a psychological thing, could be anything. But if you start watching carefully why I am doing it, you'll be amazed that your vibrations itself will start telling you on your fingertips. But sometimes the vibrations are so superficially coming, I got the vibrations, I am this, I am that. For this reason, I am saying again and again, though you are such a nice family of mine, and we are all so much blessed, and we have so much of knowledge with us, we should be very wise. If there is no wisdom, we can never understand what we are doing. Now, to develop this wisdom, what have we to do? So every time if I say anything, they'll come otherwise, Mother, how do we get wisdom? What is the way to get the wisdom? Wisdom you have already within you. Sri Ganesha is already there. Who gives you the wisdom? But you must take to Sri Ganesh. There I find people become so much addicted to Sri Ganesh that they lose his identity completely. They become very slavish about the whole thing, and they just believe that they are very spiritual, they are very great. All these false ideas are no good. Does your Ganesha gives you wisdom? Now you must count how many wise things have you done so far. Where did you take a very wise decision? Have you been wise to do something? Or you have been just doing it because you are identified with a particular type of life, a particular type of answer? So wisdom is a thing that gives you, first of all, complete peace. If your wisdom is developed, then you become very peaceful. Because whatever people may say, whatever they may do, whatever aggression they may do, whatever it is, you are peaceful. And you see the stupidity of the other person, of the other nations, and you understand why they are doing it. This wisdom is such an important thing in human being. Because animals don't have so much wisdom as we have. Sometimes, of course, sometimes we have even less than animals have. But still, by experience, you see, we have to learn that we have been making mistakes. So many mistakes we have committed so far. Now, are we going to commit more mistakes? Or are we going to be wise? Wisdom is not apparent outside. You can't say somebody is wise by looking at that person. But in vibrations you will know that that person is extremely wise. He may speak, he may not speak. If he speaks, he'll speak about something so deep, so wise and so nice without hurting you. This kind of temperament, if you develop, is to become wise for every question. For example, some are very attached to their children. So much attached that they forget that they are part and parcel of this divine force. And they just start doing all kinds of things. The other day I met one lady whose son was very sick. And she took him to the hospital and doctors gave him all kinds of medicines and he became even worse. Then she telephones to me, "Mother, I don't know what happened. I went to the doctor and doctor gave him this and that treatment and the child has become..." But why didn't you ask me before? Why did you go to the hospital first? Lack of wisdom. I am there, why don't you ask? We had one case here in Kabila. There was one child who fell down and broke his arm. Now, the mother didn't show any wisdom. She took the child to the hospital and the doctor said, "Tomorrow we are going to operate her and put some artificial arm inside." But the father was sensible. He said, "All right, tomorrow, today I'll take the child at home." He brought the child to me in the night about 3 o'clock. I said, "All right." I put it right. Next day when he took it to the hospital, the doctor said, "But now there's no need to operate because his arm is all right." See the difference. One is worried, immediately they'll go to the doctor. Instead of consulting me, asking me, they are so yogis. But they will go and ask the doctor to do something about it. Once the doctor starts doing something, then they'll come to me. There's lots of miracles which have taken place about Sahaja Yoga, I must say. And in that you should see the wisdom helps. Of course, my attention is there always, no doubt. But still, you should not take it for granted. You have to ask. One day, you see, I was just sitting, I just thought that I should telephone somebody in the ashram of New York. I never telephoned there. So I found out the phone number, we telephoned, and asked if, I said, "Is the child all right?" So the leader there was surprised. because that boy had fallen in the water and was in the water for quite some time. And he was all filled with water, even his brain was filled with water. As usual, there were some doctors who said that he cannot survive, and if he survives, his brain has so much water that he cannot be normal. So I just said that don't worry, I didn't know, nobody told me, don't worry, the boy will be all right completely. So they were surprised how I said so. Firstly, how I knew that the boy had fallen, there was some boy like that, and then they didn't know how I said he'll be all right, and he was all right. He's perfectly all right. So they were surprised at my knowing about it. Okay, how is it that mother knows that there's a boy who is so sick? Here I will say it is pure knowledge. You see, my attention is always around you people, always dealing with you people. And how I know is this, that this attention of mine is global. So anything happens to you, any upsetting takes place, any, I should say, deviation takes place, my attention is there. And immediately I know there's something wrong somewhere. And I don't know how my attention goes to particular places, which makes it life better. It helps people in need. I don't do anything about this attention, but this attention is the wisdom. The wisdom that spreads all over. With that wisdom, you know what's wrong with another person or any other organization that is in Sahaja. Everything you come to know. If you want to know, it's different. It just you know, like it's spread out everywhere. For example, if you have to telephone, then you have to use the telephone. But for me, I don't have to use the telephone, I just know. So this has
Saksha Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's start the meditation with our attention above Sasvara. Ensure that our attention is truly collective, that we are collectively conscious, that we are collectively, globally conscious, letting our attention expand and go from individual to collectivity, to global, to cosmic, to super cosmic. Let's put both hands on the floor. Keeping a strong attention, a strong, wide attention. Let's realize that we are in the same virtual meditation room. We are together in consciousness, in spirit, in awareness, at the global level, where the attention of our mother is. Both hands on the floor. Let's open our awareness and our gratitude to Mother Earth. Mother Earth is the only deity that we can physically touch. We are very lucky to have Mother Earth. We should realize how blessed we are to have a deity that we can touch with both our hands. We can sit on. we can be carried by, we can sleep on. When we put both our hands on the floor, let's collectively feel the energy, the love, the power of Mother Earth, the power which is beyond our imagination, her vibration, which is so powerful that we become still, peaceful, and we develop also a powerful gravity. Her gravity comes and establishes itself within ourselves. Through the connection with Shri Adibhumi Devi also, we learn to open our hearts completely. As Mother Nature, Mother Earth creates nature, creates all this beauty through a powerful love power for our enjoyment. All the beauty around us in nature is created through the love of Mother Earth. Let both our hands also be the channel which allow us to touch the feet of Shri Adibhumi Devi with all the love, all the respect that we, her children, have for her. Let's truly surrender to her lotus feet that we can feel and touch through our hands, and surrender all our negativities, heat, badas, to her energy to be absorbed completely, collectively. Shri Ganesh mantra for auspiciousity, and then Shri Adibhumi Devi mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Swami Sakshat Shri Adi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Complete collective surrender. All the heat in our channels, ego, mind, thoughts, actions, and the reaction from the left, from the right side is absorbed in Mother Earth. Complete ego is absorbed. Complete ego. No ego, no mind, no thoughts, no action, no reaction. All the heat from the right side is absorbed into Mother Earth. From the left side, complete superego. All the emotions, all the useless sensitiveness, and the emotion that are preventing us to become the spirit. All the negative emotions are absorbed into Mother Earth. All the depression, all the sadness, everything that is against our joy, our peace, the expression of the love, of the complete love in our heart is absorbed into Mother Earth. Let's feel that tension from the right side and the left side being absorbed into Mother Earth. Let's feel that Mother Earth is sucking from right hand and from left hand all the negativities from both channel, right channel and left channel, until the tension becomes calm. There is no tension anymore. Let's just witness what is going on. Now, from our feet and from all the connections that we have with Mother Earth, all the heat, all the imbalances in our central channels, in our chakras, everything that is preventing us to become truly one in Sahasrara, in the collective Sahasrara, to go beyond the collective Sahasrara and be one with all the divine being, which is the combination of Shri Adi Shakti and Shri Sada Shiva. Everything that is preventing this union of us with our divine parents, everything that is preventing us to recognize our own divinity through this union with our divine parents is absorbed into Mother Earth. Let's truly witness all the Adharma within us, collectively, individually, go down in Mother Earth. Now left hand on the lap. Shri Nirmal Ganesh. Om Tvameva Sakshat. Shri Nirmal Ganesh Sakshat. Shri Adi Shakti Mataji. Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Ganesha Tarva Shirsha.
ॐ नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं धर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं हर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं खल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं ऋतं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि अवत्वं माम् अववक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवदातारम् अवधातारम् अवानुचानमवशिष्यम् अवपश्चात्तात् अवपुरस्तात् अवोत्तरात्तात् अवदक्षिणात्तात् अवचोर्ध्वात्तात् अवाधरात्तात् सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात् त्वं वाङ्मयस्त्वं चिन्मयः त्वमानन्दमयस्त्वं ब्रह्ममयः त्वं सच्चिदानन्दाद्वितीयोऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तस्तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमेष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरापो नलो नीलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वं देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मा त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वम् इन्द्रस्त्वम् अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्वरों गणादिं पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादिं तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वारः परतरः अर्धेन्दुलसितं तारेण ऋद्धम् एतत्तव मनुस्वरूपं गकारपूर्वरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वारश्चान्त्यरूपं बिन्दुरुत्तररूपं नादस्सन्धानं संहिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेशविद्या गणकऋषिः निच्छृद्गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ती प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणं रदञ्च वरदं हस्तैर्बिभ्राणं मूषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्ट्यादौ प्रकृते पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्ते लम्बोदरायैकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Let's collectively open our awareness to the Lord Ganesh in his primordial form and have a strong, powerful attention and devotion from the heart that allows him to establish himself in our collective Muladhara. Let's feel the Muladhara radiating with the presence of the Lord Ganesh. Let him bring auspiciousness to our meditation. Now both hands on the lap, complete open heart, complete open awareness and consciousness beyond collective Sahasrara, complete union with Sri Adi Shakti and Sri Sadashiva. Let really be beyond our normal state of meditation, wider, bigger, stronger, but from the heart, not from the right side. Right side is absorbed, left side is absorbed. So there is only pure heart, pure devotion, pure desire. Shri Jagadamba Durga Mata mantra. Let's say it with full consciousness so that it resonates at the universal level, and the complete presence of our mother as Shri Durga, riding the lion, riding the tiger, is completely present. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Jagadamba Durga Mata Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Jagadamba Durga Mata Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Jagadamba Durga Mata Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's really sit comfortably above Saswara. We need to surrender until we feel that we have no physical body, no emotion, no mind, just pure consciousness. Let's reach that level where we have only pure consciousness, pure attention, pure awareness, pure yoga with Shri Adi Shakti and Shri Sadashiva. The surrendering must be complete. Nothing is kept left behind. Let's try and surrender beyond what we think surrendering is. Let's surrender more than the usual way we surrender. And from this point where we are pure consciousness, pure spirit, pure divinity, pure collective, universal being, let the name of Shri Durga resonate within ourselves as it resonates in the cosmos.
श्री दुर्गा के 32 नाम। ओम दुर्गा दुर्गार्ति शमनी, दुर्गा पद्विनिवारिणी, दुर्गमच्छेदिनी, दुर्गसाधिनी, दुर्गनाशिनी, दुर्गतोद्धारिणी दुर्गनिहन्त्री दुर्गमापहा दुर्गमज्ञानदा दुर्गदैत्यलोकदवानला दुर्गमा दुर्गमा लोका दुर्गमात्मस्वरूपिणी दुर्गमार्गप्रदा दुर्गमविद्या दुर्गमाश्रिता दुर्गमज्ञानसंस्थाना दुर्गमध्यानभासिनी दुर्गमोहा दुर्गमगा दुर्गमार्थस्वरूपिणी दुर्गमासुरसंहन्त्री दुर्गमायुधधारिणी दुर्गमांगी दुर्गमता दुर्गम्या दुर्गमेश्वरी दुर्गभीमा दुर्गभामा दुर्गभा दुर्गदारिणी नामावलिमिमां यस्तु दुर्गाया मम मानवः पठेत् सर्वभयान्मुक्तो भविष्यति न संशयः। साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Let our spirit, which is the primordial spirit, when we are together, let this primordial spirit of ours listen to Devi Kavach with the divine ears, the divine senses, beyond collective Sahasrara.
तृतीयं चन्द्रघण्टेति कुष्माण्डेति चतुर्थकं पंचमं स्कन्दमातेति षष्ठं कात्यायनीति च सप्तमं कालरात्रीति महागौरीति चाष्टमं नवमं सिद्धदात्री च नवदुर्गा प्रकीर्तितः उत्कान्येतानि नामानि ब्रह्मण्यैव महात्मना अग्निनादयमानस्तु शत्रुमध्ये गतोरणे विषमे दुर्गमे चैव भयाताः शरणं गतः न तेषां जायते किंचित् न शुभं रणसंकटे नापदं तस्य दुःखभयं न हि यैस्तु वक्त्या स्मृता नूनं तेषां वृद्धि प्रजायते ये त्वां स्मरन्ति देवेशी रक्षसे तान् संशया प्रेतसंस्था तु चामुण्डा वाराही महिषासना ऐन्द्रियगजसमारूढा वैष्णवी गरुडासना माहेश्वरी वृषारूढ़ा कौमारी शिखिवाहना लक्ष्मी पद्मासना देवी पद्महस्ता हरिप्रिया श्वेतरूपधरा देवी ईश्वरी वृषवाहना ब्राह्मी हंस समारूढ़ा सर्वाभरणभूषिता इत्येता मातरः सर्वाः सर्वयोग समन्विताः नानाभरण शोभाढ्या नानारत्नोपशोभिता दृश्यन्ते रथमारूढ़ा देव्या क्रोध समाकुलः शंखं चक्रं गदां शक्तिं हलं च मुसलायुधं खेटकं तोमरं चैव परशुं पाशमेवं च कृताविधं त्रिशूलं च शारङ्गमायुधमुत्तमं दैत्यानां देहनाशाय भक्तानामभयाय च धारयन्त्यायुधानित्थं देवानां च हिताय च नमस्तेस्तु महारौद्रे महाघोरपराक्रमे महाबले महोत्साहे महाभयविनाशिनी त्राहि मां देवी दुष्प्रेक्षे शत्रूणां भयवर्धिनः प्राच्यां रक्षतु मामैन्द्री अग्नेयाम् अग्निदेवता दक्षिणेवतु वाराही नैऋत्यां खड्गधारिणी प्रतीच्यां वारुणी चै रक्षेत् वायव्यां मृगवाहिनी उदीच्यां पातु कौमारी ऐशान्यां शूलधारिणी ऊर्ध्वं ब्रह्माणि मे रक्षेत् दधस्ताद् वैष्णवी दधा एवं दश दिशो रक्षेत् चामुण्डा शवाहना जिया मे चाग्रतः पातु विजया पातु पृष्ठतः अचिता वाम पार्श्वे तु दक्षिणे चापराजिता शिखा मुद्योतिनी रक्षेत् दुमा मूर्ध्नि व्यवस्थिता माला माला धरी ललाटे च भूभ्रमौ रक्षेद यशस्विनी त्रिनेत्रा च भूर्मध्ये यमघंटा च नासिके शंखिनी चक्षुषोर्मध्ये रक्षोत्र योद्वारवासिनी कपौलौ कालिका रक्षेत कर्णमूले तु शांकरी नासिकायां सुगंधा च उत्तरोष्ठे च चर्चिका अदरे चामृतकला जिह्वायां च सरस्वती दन्तान् रक्षत कौमारी कंठदेशे तु चंडिका घंटिकां चित्रघंटा च महामाया च तालुके कामाक्षी चिबुकं रक्षेत वाचं मे सर्वमंगला ग्रीवायां भद्रकाली च पृष्ठवंशे धनुर्धरी नीलग्रीवा बहिकंठे नलिकां नलकुवरी स्कंदयो खड्गिनी रक्षेत बाहुमे वजधारिणी हस्तयोर्दंडिनी रक्षेत अंबिका चांगुलीषु च नखांचूलेश्वरी रक्षेत कुक्षौ रक्षेत कुलेश्वरी सनौ रक्षेत महादेवी मनोक्षोकविनाशिनी हृदये ललिता देवी उदरे शूलधारिणी नाभौ च कामिनी रक्षेत गुह्यं गुहेश्वरी तथा पूतना कामिका वेड्रम गुरुदे महिषे महिषवासिनी कट्यां भगवती रक्षेत जानुनी विंध्यवासिनी जंगे महाबला रक्षेत सर्वकामप्रदायिनी गुल्फयोर्नारसौ सिंही च पादपृष्ठे च तैजसी पादांगुलीषु श्रीरक्षेत पादादस्थलवासिनी नखान्दष्ट्रा कराली च कैशाश्चैव वोर्ध्वकेशिनी रोमकूपेषु कौबेरी त्वं च वागीश्वरी तथा रक्तमज्जाव सा मांसान्यस्थि मेधांसि पार्वती अंतराणी कालरात्रिश्च पित्तं च मुकुटेश्वरी पद्मावती पद्मकोशे कफे चूडामणिस्तथा ज्वालामुखी नखा ज्वालामवेद्या सर्वसन्धिषु शुक्रं ब्रह्माणि मे रक्षे छायां छत्रेश्वरी तथा अहंकार मनो बुद्धिं रक्षेन्मे धर्मधारिणी प्राणापानौ तथा व्यानामुदानं च समानं वज्रहस्ता च मे रक्षेत प्राणं कल्याणशोभना रसे रूपे च गंधे च शब्दे स्पर्शे च योगिनी सत्वं सत्वं रजस्तमाश्चैव रक्षे नारायणी सदा आयुरक्षतु वाराही धर्मं रक्षतु वैष्णवी यशकीर्तिं च लक्ष्मीं च धनं विद्यां च चक्रिणी गोत्रमिन्द्राणि मे रक्षेत पशून् मे रक्षचण्डिके पुत्रां रक्षेत महालक्ष्मीर्भार्यां रक्षतु भैरवी पंथानं सुपतां रक्षेन् मार्गं क्षेमकरी तथा राजद्वारे महालक्ष्मीं विजया सर्वदा स्थिता रक्षाहीनां तु रस्थानं वर्जितं कवचेनुतं तत्सर्वं रक्ष मे देवी जयन्ती पापनाशिनी पद्मपदमेकं न गच्छेतु यदीच्छेच्छुभमात्मनः कवचेन्नावृतो नित्यं यत्र यत्रैव गच्छति तत्र तत्रार्हलाभश्च विजयः सर्वकामिकः यं यं चिन्तयते कामं तं तं प्राप्नोति निश्चितं परमैश्वर्यमतुलं प्राप्स्यते भूतले पुमान् निर्भयो जायते मर्त्यः संग्रामेषु पराजितः त्रिलोक्ये तु भवेत् पूजा कवचेनावृतः पुमान् इदं तु देव्याः कवचं देवानापि दुर्लभम् यत्पठे यत्प्रयतो नित्यं श्रीसन्ध्यं श्रद्धयान्वितः दैवी कला भवेत् तस्य त्रैलोक्येषु पराजितः जीवेद्वर्षशतं साग्रम् अपमृत्यु विवर्जितः नश्यन्ति व्याधयः सर्वे लुता विस्फोटकायतकः स्थावरं जङ्गमं चैव कृत्रिमं चापि निर्विषम् अभिचाराणि सर्वाणि मन्त्रयन्त्रातिभूतले भूचरा खेचराश्चैव जलजाश्चोपदोषिका सहजा कुलजा माला डाकिनी शाकिनी तथा अंतरिक्षचरा घोरा डाकिन्यश्च महाबला ग्रहभूता पिशाचाश्च यक्षगन्धर्व राक्षसा ब्रह्मराक्षस वेतालः कुष्माण्डा भैरवायुधः नश्यन्ति दर्शनात् तास्य कवचे हृदि संस्थिते मानोन्नति भवेत् राज्ञस्तेजो वृद्धिकरं परम् यशसा वर्धते सोऽपि कीर्ति पण्डितभूतले जपेत् सप्तशतीं चण्डीं कृत्वां त्वं कवचापुरा यावद्भूमण्डलं दत्ते सशैलवनकाननं तावत् तिष्ठि मेदिन्यां सन्ततिं पुत्रपौत्रिकी देहान्ते परमं स्थानं यत्सुरैरपि दुर्लभं प्राप्नोति पुरुषो नित्यं महामाया प्रसादितः लभते परमं रूपं शिवेन स मोदिते ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति श्री माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः.
Shri Argala Stotram. And it is recited for the love of Shri Jagadamba, the Mother of the Universe, as part of the Durga Saptashati. Amen. Salutations to Shri Chandika. Shri Markandeya spoke thus: O Goddess Jayanti, who wins everyone, Mangala, who gives salvation, Kali, Bhadra Kali, who is benevolent to devotees, Kapalini, Durga, Shama, who tolerates everyone, Shiva, Dhatri, Swaha, and Swadha, salutations to you. Victory be to you, O Devi Chamunda. Victory be to you, O remover of miseries of all living beings. Victory be to you, O Devi, who is present everywhere. Salutations to you, O Kalaratri, the last night. Salutations to you, O Devi, the killer of the demon Madhu and Ketaba, and the bestower of boons on Sri Brahmadeva. Please give us the spiritual personality, the victory, the glory, and destroy our enemies. Salutations to you, O Devi, the killer of Mahishasura, and giver of happiness to your devotees. Please give us the spiritual personality, the victory, the glory, and destroy our enemies. O Devi, the killer of Raktabija and destroyer of demons Chanda and Munda, please give us the spiritual personality, the victory, the glory, and destroy our enemies. O Devi, the killer of demons Shumba, Nishumbha, and Dumraksha, please give us the spiritual personality, the victory, the glory, and destroy our enemies. O Devi, whose lotus feet are worshipped by gods and gives good fortune, please give us the spiritual personality, the victory, the glory, and destroy our enemies. O Devi, whose form and character are beyond the mind, who destroys all the enemies, please give us the spiritual personality, the victory, the glory, and destroy our enemies. O Devi Chandika, the destroyer of sufferings, please give those who always humble before you in devotion the spiritual personality, the victory, the glory, and destroy our enemies. O Devi Chandika, the destroyer of all diseases, please give to the devotees who praise you with devotion the spiritual personality, the victory, the glory, and destroy their enemies. O Devi Chandika, please give those who always worship you with devotion in this world the spiritual personality, the victory, the glory, and destroy their enemies. O Devi, please give us good fortune, health, complete happiness, spiritual personality, the victory, the glory, and destroy our enemies. O Devi, please destroy those who hate your devotees. Give us strength, the spiritual personality, the victory, the glory, and destroy our enemies. O Devi, please confer upon us the benevolence, great wealth, the spiritual personality, the victory, the glory, and destroy our enemies. O Devi Ambika, your lotus feet are rubbed by the gems of the crowns worn by gods and demons. Please bestow upon us the spiritual personality, the victory, the glory, and destroy our enemies. O Devi, please make your devotees knowledgeable, glorified and wealthy, and give us the spiritual personality, the victory, the glory, and destroy our enemies. O Devi, the destroyer of the ego of ferocious demons, O Chandika, please give us the spiritual personality, the victory, the glory, and destroy our enemies. O Parameshwari, the supreme goddess, having 4 arms and who is praised by the four-faced one, Sri Brahmadeva, please give us the spiritual personality, the victory, the glory, and destroy our enemies. O Devi Ambika, who is ever praised with all devotion by Sri Krishna, please give us the spiritual personality, the victory, the glory, and destroy our enemies. O Parameshwari, the supreme goddess, who is praised by the husband of the daughter of the Himalayas, Sri Shiva, please give us the spiritual personality, the victory, the glory, and destroy our enemies. O Parameshwari, who is worshipped with true feelings by the husband of Indrani, Indra, please give us the spiritual personality, the victory, the glory, and destroy our enemies. O Devi, the destroyer of pride of demons by your strong arms, please give us the spiritual personality, the victory, the glory, and destroy our enemies. O Devi Ambika, you enlighten the supreme joy, moksha, of your devotees. Please give us the spiritual personality, the victory, the glory, and destroy our enemies.
साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः.
Before finishing the meditation, we are at this point where we are truly the children of Adishakti. We are truly the spirit. We are truly collective. Where we are at the point where our mother is acting because we are in the realm of complete thoughtless awareness, doubtless awareness, union with God. In this state, let the complete consciousness of our mother through our desire completely be on all humanity. May all the consciousness of our mother be on humanity. May her attention be on humanity, on the struggle of humanity. May she save humanity. May she save all the seekers of truth. May she save all the yogis of the world. May she continue to protect us from all our enemies, internal enemies, external enemies. May she protect us day and night for eternity. May our beloved mother always be with us in our attention, in our consciousness. And may she destroy and continue to destroy all adharma within us, around us, continuously, and allow us to grow under her protection and guidance. We are about to finish the meditation. We need just to let the complete form of Shri Durga riding the tiger, this huge tiger with all the divine weapons in her hands, establish herself within ourselves, inside, in our central heart, in our being, but also in us collectively, in our whole world, in all the countries of the world, in our countries, cities, homes. She is established fully, permanently. Let us, from our heart to her, to always stay in our homes, in our beings, in our attention, for eternity. Collective Namaskar, Kundalini.
या